Get a cue that suits you in 2022. Dana Holland. Take it away, Dana.
Do you enjoy cookies just a little too much? I mean, have you literally started to notice your midsection having a celebration as it expands? What about all those intentions back in December that you swore you would follow in 2022? Well, it's 3 months later. Has anything changed? I want everyone to take 10 seconds, just write down stuff individually, not in the chat. This is for you, to see if there's anything that you plan to change, but old habits have taken over. So what are habits? And how can we make habits work for us to become who we want to be? The definition of habits is a settled tendency or usual manner of behavior. Think about it. Habits literally run our lives. We get up in the morning, we walk to the bathroom, use the facilities, wash our hands. At least I hope we all wash our hands now, especially in light of COVID. Eat breakfast, drive to work, take care of our family, socialize, eat, the list goes on. All of these decisions are derived from 3 simple steps: cue, routine, and rewards. So let us try a simple one. Going to work. You set your alarm at night, you wake up, you get ready, you go to work, you get there on time, and you can be there with no stress. Very simple. Not a lot of steps to it. But I want to break that down even further. So your cue, so at nighttime, you set your alarm again. You wake up, you get ready, and your cue is that 5:30 time frame because you have a time frame to get to work. So what do? You go out your house, lock your door, get to your car, unlock it, turn on your lights, turn on your engine, back out of your driveway, make sure there's no pedestrians there. Use the gas pedal, use the brake. You go to stop signs, you have lights, you make sure that people aren't in your way. You might have slow drivers, you might have to speed. You do all these things and then you park. And if you're me, once you park, you get out of your vehicle, you walk up to the door, you use your key card, you get into the door, you walk downstairs, go to your locker room, use your key card again, go into your locker room, take off your shoes, get on your boots, change your clothes, attach your belt, unlock your gun locker, load your gun, put your gun in your holster, put on your bulletproof vest, check your shirt collar to make sure it's in the right place, put your phones in place, lock your locker, grab your backpack, all in time to get upstairs for my reward of being on time, stress-free by 5:55 to have good conversation with my colleagues. How many of us break it down like this? 0. None of us. No one breaks it down like that. It's just part of our routine and we go about it every day. The point is, routines need to start somewhere and can be difficult at first. I want you to think back to when you first started a new job. You were probably unsure, you didn't know who to talk to, where to go, what types of things you should be doing at the time, but you built it into a routine and eventually it became second nature. Now I want you to imagine you want to change a bad habit. So let's go back to this cookie analogy. I am a prime example of someone who has all of these goals, but I struggle to achieve them when it comes to healthy eating. I have cookies literally right beside me right now. That's not usually a good thing to do. So I get motivated early in the day. I'm super stoked. I've eaten a good meal. And I think I can go a whole month without eating treats. But I fail. So then I make it go down a little bit. Okay. I can go a whole week without treats. But again, I fail. Then I try a day. Dana, you can get through a day. I know you can do this. And then I fail. Sometimes I don't, but lots of times I do. So what is really behind that failure? And that's what I started to actually look into. I started to do studying, reading books, listening to podcasts, because I wanted to learn what I needed to learn. I learned that the more people know about my goals, the better, because friendship and peer pressure persuade people to stick to their plan. Okay? Martin Luther King Jr. was called upon when Rosa Parks was thrown into jail for refusing to give her seat up for a white person. He was asked to encourage his congregation to boycott the city bus system 3 days later. Reverend King was unsure because he knew this could come at a great cost, and he said he would call that caller back. So what did the caller do? What anyone should do, he contacted all of Reverend King's friends and got them on board with this cause. And by the end of the day, Reverend King felt confident in his decision with the support of his closest friends and congregation to stand against persecution, resulting in one of the greatest acts to expedite the civil rights movement. So now you all know that I am working on my nutrition and physical health. Peer pressure and friendship, check. Step 2, identify the habit root, which is the behaviors you want to change. Then you have to determine your cues. So be it hunger, boredom, low blood pressure, or sugar, then experiment with different rewards that can benefit you. Healthy snack, talking to a friend, going for a walk. The goal is to find which craving is driving your habit or routine. So what are some tips on finding our cue? Charles Duhigg determined that there's a science to this. He came across these ideas. He said, location, time, emotional state, other people, and immediate preceding action. These are all important. When you feel an urge, write it down, take the time down. How are you feeling? Who's around you? And what are you about to do or doing currently? A tangible example of this. You want an energy drink. You're at work. It's 3 p.m. You're tired and you're alone typing a report. Repeat this process over the next few days to figure out your triggers. Once you can identify what needs to change, try doing something else and experiment with rewards to move you towards your change. I want to challenge each of you to pick something you want to change with your habits. Follow these steps and set an alarm for 15 minutes to see if that urge continues. Once we understand how habits operate with our routines, cues, and rewards, we will gain power over them. My goal is to put this challenge to the test in 2022, to gain my willpower back and become the healthy person I know I am. What's your favorite habit that's holding you back?